Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to the Popternative podcast and talk show where we have digital discussions of worlds of TV, film, pop culture, social media, news, everything really depending on the guest. We talk about it all. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis. Social media, you know me as PD Beats. My guest is an actor. You'll recognize her from Doom Patrol. We are with Hannah Alline. Hannah, welcome to Popternative.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing this. I mean, right off the bat, acting, performing, it's all storytelling. You're all storytellers. When did you kind of decide that that's something you wanted to do, essentially?
Yeah. So I kind of grew up in the middle of nowhere, and I was an outgoing kid, and I wasn't super shy, but I thought, I was interested in theater, and so I joined the little theater program we had, and I started telling stories in that way, and that was my outlet in creativity. Even though I was into other extracurriculars, that was my thing.
Absolutely. That's interesting, the use of the word outlet there, because I find that kind of interesting a little bit too, where I feel like a lot of people also use kind of acting and writing and script writing a lot too as kind of an escape as well. Like that's a big part of it as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's auditions, right? And then there's the art of it. There's the craft of it where you truly fall in love with it. And then there's things that you just have to do. So obviously I try to get back to the root of that with writing scripts, with doing improv, with doing the shorts that I make. So yeah.
The TikToks.
Oh God.
Oh, you're not getting away with me. You're not getting away with me not saying that, all right?
How did it happen though? That's like my question. The big question of the year is, how did I go viral on TikTok? It's really silly.
Boredom.
That's why I told my friend, I was like, that video was the bottom of my psyche. Like that was all I had left.
What's that at right now?
I think it has like 1.8 million views.
What?
Right?
You're a friend, so I'm happy, but what? Like,
yeah. I was like, what? And when I think the main reason that I got so many views was because of nostalgia. Like everybody's like super nostalgic and
the pink. No, it's well done for sure. There's a few videos. I have some friends like Veronica Slowakowska, who's in What We Do in the Shadows on FX. She has she's really into improv and stuff. She has some friends that do like skits and stuff, and some of their stuff is kind of similar of the things that you posted, right? It's just kind of almost like what did I just, like, you're cool, you're my friend, but like, what did I just watch?
I think that if I had a review of my life, it would be, what did I just watch? Like everyone, anytime I make something, someone's like, excuse me, what did I just watch? I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell you. You'll have to decide that for yourself.
It's pretty crazy. I said it in the intro. Obviously, you were part of Doom Patrol. You had a really cool role in Doom Patrol. That's like a really big show on DC Universe, HBO Max. It's exciting times as well. Just quickly, just like talk a little bit about being part of the DC Universe and Doom Patrol and a little bit about your character.
Yeah. So my audition started off as a small co-star role, and I ended up getting lucky in that way that I was part of Diane Guerrero's psyche, as she has 64 personalities and I'm one of them. And so that eventually turned into a recurring role in season 2 where I got to be in like 8 or 9 episodes, possibly season 3, we'll see. But yeah, it's a super exciting role. It's like she's super zany and really weird, and I get a lot of
she's strange.
Super strange. I mean, basically an extension of myself. But she has a lot of prosthetics, so I get probably almost 2 hours worth of prosthetics.
Wow. Yeah, I was about to ask, like, how long is that process?
About 2 hours. Yeah. It's a lot of work for these special effects makeup artists. So yeah, we're sitting there for a long time.
I just feel like, I know like people that work on shows and movies are like, like how valuable the crew is and everything, but like, it is like they gotta be like, they got to be like praised more. I find, like, I know a lot of people do, but it's just like, it's like, if it wasn't for the crew, it wouldn't happen.
No, it's thankless work. I
Yeah.
mean, no one's thanking them. I mean, maybe they are to each other, but at the end of the day, no one's like, great job. They're like, oh, it was just another day and I worked 19 hours.
Yeah, but I feel like the behind the scenes and like even like the publicists and the managers and a lot of stuff. I mean, it's so much work behind the scenes, and
Mhm.
like you said, kind of thankless a little bit. I mean, I think that's kind
Yeah.
of the nature of the game. Like my background's in sports too. That's like the definition of everything.
Yeah, 1000%. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by.
Yeah, no worries. No, but it's like that. That's basically what it is. It's just a thankless job. But
Yeah.
they do such a good job, and like some of the makeup on some of these shows is just like out of this world, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all of the characters in the DC Universe show that I'm on, I mean, most of them have special makeup.
Because I have a dog too, and it's like
He's just like, excuse
no,
me,
because like
what are you doing?
no, because yeah, before like your boyfriend came in with a dog, and they went over there, and then I could totally see he was just trying to make him quiet
Morning.
and put him there, and then he just came to the other side.
I feel like someone's probably calling him off camera. He's like, go to your spot, go to your mark.
Because he went in there and then he just came back around the dog.
Oh, there he is. He'll lay down. He'll lay
Oh
down.
man, I love my dog. Like I'm just gonna say that. Like my dog Leo. Shout out to Leo. Big Instagram following for my dog. 150,000 followers.
What?
I think I told you that.
No.
I feel like I have.
Sweet.
Yeah.
No. Don't tell me that.
You're like
a
you're like upset now that I didn't tell you that.
little bit. Honestly, I feel great.
Well, you didn't tell me you had plans to be a TikTok star.
Oh, how do you not find that out? I mean, geez. It's written all over I'm a content creator now. Didn't you know?
I'm a content creator now. Oh, that is an interesting point, though. On a serious note, content is key. That's like the important thing. Everyone talks about that. Did you see kind of a shift in kind of the entertainment industry, especially with the pandemic, where you like, with not much going on, and there was a pause where like you had to be a content creator? Like that's interesting too, right?
Yeah, I mean, like tons of my friends, even a few of them, like became famous from doing those like political videos on Twitter where they're like making fun of a certain politician. I mean, you saw Sarah Cooper do that over the quarantines, and Justin Firstman, I think that's his name. But yeah, all of those comedians came out of quarantine and they blew up. I mean, it was a smart time to do it if you're funny and you're smart.
Well, I don't know if we connected at the time, but I don't know if you remember like the peak of like the pandemic, like when it first started, like in March and April, where like, and going into May, where like people were like not doing anything at all. I think I did like 5 or 6 Instagram lives like every night.
But what would you do? Just be like,
Just like with people, like a lot of different guests and everything, just Instagram lives. And it was pretty cool because that was like all the content that was like available at the time.
man, Instagram lives were so funny in the beginning because people would just sit there and just like snack and just like drink their water, and they're like, oh, hello.
There was one night where Instagram Live got like shut down and like was like no one could access it because some people were doing some not cool things on it.
Interesting. Okay, this sounds like,
Yes.
yeah.
They were doing some things that were not PG, let's just say.
Okay.
On Instagram Live. So
There's
Instagram
a
Live
difference.
they completely just like shut everything down because of this.
They were like, we can't handle this. We don't know what to do.
Yeah. Basically people were role playing and then it led to other things, if you know what I mean.
Oh, hot. Okay.
Yeah. Basically. So that actually is because I was supposed to do one with someone and like, we couldn't log on. And like
Yeah.
I couldn't accept him in the live because of that. So it was pretty crazy. You talked about kind of working on Doom Patrol and getting involved with acting. It seems to be an important thing to wear as many hats as possible in the entertainment industry. Some people don't find it as comfortable. Some people have a hard time kind of doing things besides acting and being behind the camera. From your perspective, have you thought about getting involved with writing, producing, and not just act? Do you feel like it's kind of a necessity thing to kind of spread your wings a little bit in the entertainment industry, Hannah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessary for all actors to do that. If they feel that as if they want to, like by all means, it does take your energy and your focus off of acting a lot, which I find for myself because I am writing more now, and I'm just started a production company with a couple of my friends. So we're starting to gear up for a couple of films this year that hopefully a sugar daddy comes forward and helps us out.
I'm writing a bunch of scripts right now.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna write them and send them to people and see what happens. I mean, it's
What do
weird
you
because has anything ever happened in your life that like was like full circle where like you were into something when you were young and then you kind of left it a little bit and then you kind of came back to it at a certain time? Like that's what happened when we were film. Like I was a film kid in college a little bit and then I left it a bit and I went to like sports and everything and then doing a lot of these interviews and watching all these shows. Like I'm back to that. Like I'm back to the roots, so to speak.
Yeah, what's your first love?
Yeah, exactly. Well, my first love was like hockey, and it's like because
How do
I'm
you
in Canada.
express yourself with hockey?
Well, I'm in Canada. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like goes without saying, but I always love movies and doing that, and like I'm a big fan of horror movies, so I'm writing a few horror shorts, which is pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah, but that's cool about the production company. I did not know that. You did not tell me that.
Well, I mean, sorry. Get put all my eggs in one basket. I've got to like keep some secrets, you know.
Well, I didn't tell you about my dog, so I guess we're even.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Absolutely. Hannah, thank you so much for coming on Popternative for a little bit. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
So I mean, Doom Patrol's around. People can watch it. Past seasons, and they can see your character in that, which is exciting.
Yeah, they can watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
a
a
big
thing.
that was a big move.
The thing they can do if they want, if they like watching things.
And very quickly, we talked about before we started. I just wanted to say, Atlanta. You are from Atlanta. There's a lot of cool things happening in Atlanta. Talk a little bit about Atlanta and the scene in Atlanta a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I moved here 5 years ago. I'm originally from Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
of all places. But yeah, the scene here has grown year after year. I feel like right now, even there's a lot of things going on. I mean, I think LA is shutting down until beginning of February, but I know we're filming here in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
I can't say how many productions are going on right now. I know it's several, but there's a lot going on here.
No, for sure. And where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
Just my name, at Hannah Alline.
I smirked because I was like, oh crap, I'm giving you an opportunity to plug the TikTok.
Well, that's also the TikTok name. I find it hilarious that that's happened to me. But here we are.
I know it is. It's pretty cool though. I'm happy for you. Thank you again for doing this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Till next time, this is Hannah, Alline, and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.